Hi guys, welcome back. Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. Barbecuing the way of life, folks, you know that. Today we're going to do a pellet versus a pellet challenge today. Down here we got Weber. And on this side we got the Manchester. I never use either one of these pellets. These are pretty expensive. They're like 37 bucks a bag. Buy them offline or you can pick them up. Check your local area. I'll leave all the links down below. We can buy Manchester pellets. Weber pellet. Even though my Ace Hardware carries a lot of Weber products, they don't carry the Weber pellet. So I had to have a special order this. I never used Weber pellets before. This one's the cherry. And the Manchester is a blend of hickory, oak, maple, and cherry. So I think that would be a fair test. We'll judge on color of the meat. We're going to put in 2 big chuck roasts. And we're going to just see how they do. Smoke rings, flavor, color, and all that good stuff, alright? Just your basic. I'm not being paid by none of these guys. I pay for these all my own self. I can be brutally honest. You know me, I am very brutally honest when it comes to my reviews. These are always a fun cook. I got 2 identical Lexington pit bosses. Make it as fair as possible. So let's go back here and fill these bad boys up, start them up. I'll let them run for exactly 1 hour to level off. It's cold out here. So let's shut up, big guy, and let's fill these suckers up. Alright, folks. I've cleaned everything out. Ash pot, all thing. Alright, guys. Before we dump the pellets, I'll show you that I cleaned all the fire pot. Well, then we're clean. Got that pretty clean. Same way with this one. Both Lexingtons. Clean and clean. Alright, then we'll go ahead and dump the pellets in. Alright guys, right away I can see the Weber pellets are a little dusty, but the Manchester pellets, very low dust. They're all natural. These are real wood pellets, 100% natural, made right here in the good old USA. Remember, I'm not being paid by nobody. It's all my honest opinion. And let's see, Weber pellet. Authentic wood flavor, 0 fillers. That's good. This has 40% cherry and 60% maple. I didn't catch that right away, folks. Alright. I have no idea what Weber pellets are made. Let's see. Looks like they're made in Mexico. Alright, well, maybe the Mexicans know something we don't. We're going to find out. Let's go down, fire these bad boys up. Let's let them smoke. And I'll just let the camera run. We'll see what color the smoke is and how good they are. Both pellets have been cleaned out. Both grills have been cleaned out. So we're around at 250. Alright. I'll shut up now and I'll go fire these babies up. Both at 250. We're gonna let these things run for 1 hour. That way everything gets all heated up, the metal's all warmed up, everything's perfect. Be a fair test. I'll go in and get those chuck roasts. I'll bring them out here. We'll season them up with some salt and pepper, and we'll toss them in. I'll be right back with those chuck roasts. Hi guys, I just went to town and got me those chuck roasts. Beautiful chuck roasts from the Rice Lake Butcher Shop. They weigh in just a little over 3 pounds a piece. Alright, let me get these out of the wrapper. Season these up. Hang on, folks. Alright, folks. Here we got 2 chuck roasts. And here I got a mixture of salt, pepper, and just salt, pepper, no garlic today, folks. No binder. Don't want anything to interfere with that smoke. We're just going to season these up. Really good. Got me a cool little shaker today, folks. I was watching one of the grill sergeant's videos the other day, and he come across one of these bad boy little shakers. And I said, you know what, I gotta try one of them. We're both up in the air on how they'll work. Everything works good. The kosher salt goes right through it. Just remember to keep it choked up because salt will settle to the bottom. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll go a little more. Heavy, this is a big pieces of meat, folks. It can take a lot of salt and pepper. So remember, this isn't a how to cook a chuck roast video. We're just comparing it. We're gonna make hot beef sandwiches with this for dinner tonight with mashed potatoes and gravy. Alright, got the towel. Alright folks, right now it's smelling amazing out here. Alright, let's put these in the smoker. We got them both fired up at 250 degrees. Throw them bad boys in here. That one goes in the smoker. There we go, folks. We got them in. Let me bring you up, folks. Alright, here we go, big guy. We're gonna let these go for 2 hours. We're gonna check the color after 2 hours, see if it's forming a bark or not. We got them both filled up to the top. We'll see how far they went down, if some are burning hotter than the other. This is gonna be Manchester versus Weber. Alright, see you back here in 2 hours, folks. Alright guys, it's been exactly 2 hours. Let's see what the pellet consumption looks like before we open the meat part. Yeah, we're down quite a bit. Could this mean they're burning hot? Remember, this thing was full right to the top. We're down probably 1.25 inches. Alright, these are the Manchester pellets. Let's check out the Weber pellets. See where we're at on these things. Oh, they're down just about the same, I imagine, maybe not as much. So I would say the Manchester pellets are burning a little hotter, or not as hot. What would you think, folks? Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get looking at this thing. 2 hours, no peeky. Manchester pellets, throwing out some nice smoke. That beautiful color, folks. Get a nice bark on that. We'll have to spritz that off camera. Remember, this ain't a how to cook a chuck roast video. Looking good, got a nice red color. That's what I'm looking for in my pellets. Beautiful, beautiful red color. Over here, the Weber pellets. We got a nice dark. What do you think, folks? Darker red. It's got that cherry. Ooh, beautiful bark on these Weber pellets. Wow, that's gonna be tough to call, folks. Oh boy. Alrighty. I'm gonna spritz these. We'll check back in 2 more hours. Make a note of where we're at here. We're up to the top of the bolt hole. Alright, still running at 250. We're down just below the bolt hole. And we'll see, we're back. Back in 2 hours, folks. Who will win this battle of the pellets? Manchester or Weber? Let's take one more look at those chuck rolls real quick. Look at that color. Beautiful color. That's a little deeper red. Alright, you guys leave a comment down below so far what you guys like. Be right back. Alright guys, exactly 2 hours. We have a little snow coming down, folks. Let's see the pellet consumption on the Manchester. Whoa. He's down quite a bit, folks. Alright, let's see the pellet consumption on the Weber. Not too bad. I think we're using a lot more. We only went down a little bit. Weber. It's sure gobbling up the Manchester pellets, so I don't know why that is. I think these might burn a little hotter, maybe. Why don't you leave a comment down below why they were going through more. Alright, let's look at the color. 4 hours. Whoa, got a nice deep red color there, folks. Looking good. We'll spritz that off camera. Alright. Let's check out the Manchester. Whoa, that's a nice color too. Oh, you're head to head here, folks. Both got amazing colors. Fat's starting to render good on this one. Check this one out again. Oh yeah. So far it's about even Steven. Pellet consumption, no, I gotta give it to the Weber. Alright. Manchester gobbling them up. Alright, we'll be back in another 2 hours, folks. And they should be close to being done. We'll take a temperature reading. I'll give them a quick spritz off camera. Both Lexingtons are performing good. Both running at 250. It's snowing. And we'll be back, folks. Alright guys, it's been 6 hours. Get a little smoke over. It's starting to rain now. It's snowing. Holy Toledo. The old Manchester gobbling up the pellets here, folks. Alright. Let's see what these guys are doing. Oh man. Hardly any of the Weber. Still running around 250. Yeah. Look at that color, folks. Starting to rain, folks. Oh, there it is. Ah. Still got a nice color on both. Alright. Getting wet out here. Let's check this internal temperature, folks. I didn't set up my tripod. Bear with me, folks. 156. Still got a long ways to go, folks. It's only about 160, both of them. Ah. Don't want to water in my pellets, but what do you think, folks? The Manchester sucking them right up. Okay, folks, here we go. Another 2 more hours at 250. Alright, we'll be back, folks. Alright, guys, it's been about an hour since the last time we looked. They're in the stall now. This Manchester pellet, we almost used up a whole hopper on 5.5 hour cook, folks. The Weber pellets. We still got a good 3/4 of a hopper left on a 5.5 hour cook. Both running at 250. Got a beautiful looking chuck roast. We're gonna pull these off, bring them in the house. So far these look good. I'd say the Manchester one looks a little better. Both pits are putting out nice blue smoke. But I gotta give it to the Weber as far as the fuel consumption goes. I've done a lot of pellet tests before, folks. Never seen a pellet go through so many. That's a lot of pellets, folks, for a 5.5 hour cook. Both set at 250. Alright, we'll see you in the house, folks. We'll let these rest. We'll be right back. There they are in all their glory. This one here was the Manchester. We use that in the smoker on the left. This one here was the Weber pellets. We use these on the smoker on the right. Alright, let's cut these open and see how we did. We're going to check for flavor, smoke ring, all sorts of good stuff here, folks. Remember, the salt and pepper is all I had on these. I spritzed them every 2 hours for 6 hours. Total cook time is a little over 6 hours. The Manchester pellets went through almost a whole hopper of pellets in almost 6 hours. Where the Weber pellets were still pretty full, about, you know, you saw the video, be 3/4 full. Remember, I'm not on no one's payroll here. I pay for these myself. Alright, let's get it over with. Slice it. It's been a long day, folks. Right down the middle. Tender though. Beautiful Rice Lake Butcher Shop chuck roast, folks. Whoa, look at that. Manchester. Got a nice smoke ring in there. Let's see what the old Weber's got. The Weber also has a nice, beautiful smoke ring. Alright. Let's see how they taste. Do a little warm. When I get this video over with. There we go. Wow. Got a nice smoky flavor here. That's hard to believe from a pellet grill, or from a pellet. That's a mighty fine chuck roast there, folks. And Weber, both chuck roasts are excellent, juicy, perfectly cooked. Beautiful piece of meat here, folks. Even though we use a lot more pellet, I gotta give the Manchester pellets the edge on the flavor. Picking up a little smoke out of that one. You know, being pellets, you don't always get a good smoke flavor. Nothing like an offset smoker, those folks. You'll never beat pure wood for flavor. Remember, I'm not on no one's payroll. I can be the honest I want. Gotta admit though, that Weber threw down some pretty good smoke too. That's lacking the any type of flavor smoke. Alright. There you go, folks. Manchester pellets. You may use a lot more of them, but you're definitely going to get some good smoke flavor for a pellet. And the Weber performed good. They both threw out good smoke. Nice blue smoke out of both of them. But I give the Manchester pellets the edge. This chuck roast is excellent, folks. Juicy, both juicy. I would say this one's a little more juicier. This has some marbling in it. Man. Alright. my conclusion is Manchester pellet definitely won in the taste contest. They didn't really win in the saving pellet video or saving pellets though. I still got 3/4 of a hopper pellets in here. I can do another cook with those. But this one almost took a whole bag for a 6-hour cook. Other than that, boy, you got some good flavor. Nice big deep smoke ring. Can't beat that. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Peace out.